What's going on, guys? I might have went a little overboard this time. We've got 10 fragrances in this video, so I'm not going to go through one by one and just show them all to you before I unwrap them. I'm just going to unwrap them. We're going to go through one by one. Needless to say, with 10 fragrances, test strips are, I have to do that this time around. But this is several of these that you guys have requested many times, as well as several that I've been wanting to get for a while now, and I finally checked off the list. But yeah, we've got 10 affordable fragrances in this video. It's quite the haul. I know this is going to be a long video no matter how much I try to cut it down. But let's get into it. Stay tuned. So if you're curious which 10 fragrances it is, they're listed down in the description, and all 10 fragrances are in the thumbnail. And this is not something normally I do. I got a K-cup of some coffee grinds because it's 10 fragrances. You never know. Olfactory fatigue should set in. So we're going to start with Lomazur di Se from Isamiyaki. I also have Super Majeure. So I got both of them. I've been wanting to get these for a long time. They're super affordable across discounters. Kind of unique aquatics is how I kind of look at them with their note breakdowns. Got 50 mLs, so we're going to give it a spray and see what we get here on the test strips. You know, it's some serious quality. I got to say, for a 50 ml, this is a heavy-ass bottle. Heavy-ass bottle. So, 2 good sprays, and let's see what we're working with here. That's not exactly what I was expecting. It's a little dark and funky. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, it has an edge to it. There's clearly an aquatic tone, but there's an edge to this. It's fresh, but it's also got a serious dark edge. I know one of these has incense in it. Smells like this could have incense in it as well. Could be wrong, but there's a little fruitiness here. Strong woody presence, though. A nice woody backbone, but it's almost got like an ambery feel, but there's something else that's just giving it this distinctive, like, funky's the only word I can come up with here that kind of suits it. This is unique for being a fresh, you know, kind of aquatic, bluish type of fragrance. This is very unique, actually. A little touch of an Invictus backdrop, if you will, that sweet aquatic feel. Just a little touch of it. This is actually pretty damn nice. Like, I'm not going to sit here and go too in-depth on all these fragrances because this video, like I said, I want to try to cut down some time for you guys. I don't want this to be a 45-minute video. So we're going to move on. Just know that I do like this. All of these, every fragrance in this video, I plan on doing an individual review on over the next, you know, few months. So this fragrance is an acquired taste. So Lomazur di Se from Isamiyaki. Super Majeure di Se. Let's see if it's super intense compared to the other one. These boxes out the way. I'm telling you, I'm loving these bottles. Really digging the bottles. Not that it matters, but the pretty hefty cap, not super heavy, but they have some heft to them with this brush anodized nickel, brushed anodized aluminum look, however you want to say it. Oh yeah, this is a little bit more intense. This is definitely the one with the incense. I smell incense. I like this one. Right now, I can tell you, I like this one more than the original for sure. It still has that same DNA, though, that kind of funky, weird, fruity, aquatic kind of thing going on. When I say funky, please don't take it as a negative, because it's not a negative. This is so different. Wow. I mean, very different. On paper. I mean, on skin, like if I didn't have 10 fragrances, you guys know me, I'd be spraying on skin to really get the full story, because they fall flat on the paper. You don't get everything on the paper. But it does have that, like I said, that Invictus Sweet Aquatic backdrop. It's not at the front. It doesn't smell exactly like Invictus. Has a darker edge, much more of a darker edge than the original. It's a little salty. This one's coming across a little salty on the paper. This is more interesting than the original, for sure. I might have to wear this one first. I don't know. I think to do the DNA justice, I need to start with the original, but just in this first impressions on a test strip, I like Super Majeure a little bit better than Super Majeure di Se. The famed Afnan 9 PM, supposed to be a fantastic, affordable clone to the discontinued Ultra Male from Jean-Paul Gaultier. So this has been heavily requested. This fragrance on this channel has had more requests than any other fragrance in this video. And wow, it's heavy glass. Very stout. A lot of heft to the cap too. So I don't wear Ultra Male all the time, but I do have the original. I have done a full review on it. I just sprayed all over my thigh, so my thigh smells like Ultra Male now, I'm assuming. Oh yeah, that's distinctively Ultra Male. Wow, it's strong too. Whoa. This is like nuclear crazy strong. This is a little bit fruitier. I feel like this is more fruity sweet than the original, but distinctively Ultra Male. This is a clone of Ultra Male. There's no two ways about it. Now I see why everybody's like into this, why the hype is there for this fragrance. This is crazy strong too. This is going to be the one that's going to make me need some coffee. I'm going to need to smell some coffee after this one. As weird as this is going to come across when I say it, this doesn't smell as rough around the edges as the original. This actually smells a little bit smoother. Now this is on a test strip, not on my skin. But it comes across smoother than what it's cloning. Damn. And look, you can get this stuff cheap. I got it from FragranceNet. I forgot exactly how much, and I saw it on FragranceBuy.ca yesterday for like $25. That's a steal for this fragrance, because, guys, it's crazy strong. It's crazy strong. If you want a sweet powerhouse, this is it. Damn, this is stout. It's got the spiciness, that cinnamon in the backdrop. It smells like there's something else making it more fruity than the original, because the pear I find sticks out pretty well in the original. I'm going to have to compare the two. I'm going to do a full review on this one. This may be the first one I work on. I tell you right now, first impressions, I think this is better than the original. It's not as screechy synthetic as the original. This is legit. The hype's real here, guys, and this is just my first impressions, but Afnan, 9 p.m. After something crazy strong like that, let's go with fresh. Mercedes-Benz Select Day. I have been wanting this one for a long time. Supposed to be in the same vein as Versace Mano Fresh, but we'll see. I'll be my own judge for that. The cap was loose, but let me show it to you guys real quick before we spray it. Has a similar color, that light blue, super light blue color with chrome cap. The original Select is kind of like a Bergamot and Broxton take on Aventus, kind of in the same, more in the same vein of Explorer than Aventus. I haven't tried Night. I've heard it's a nice, sweet and spicy fragrance, but this is the one that has had me intrigued. I paid like $53 for this, so this one's still affordable, but pricier than most of other Mercedes fragrances. And the sprayers are great on here, by the way. Beautiful. Definitely reminiscent of it. This is much more watery and aquatic than Versace Mano Fresh. Definitely has the resemblance in citrus, but not exact, because I don't think there's any starfruit in here. This is much more watery and aquatic, and that's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for. Mano Fresh, but more aquatic. That's where it doesn't become too redundant for me. Because I love the different takes on the Versace Man Fresh DNA, I have a more floral version with Dolce & Gabbana light blue for women. I have a slightly more metallic version with Azzaro Chrome Sport. It's kind of like Mano Fresh with a little touch of chrome. I've got Kenneth Cole Blue, which is kind of a more salty marine type of feel, and this is more of a watery aquatic. The difference in marine versus aquatic is aquatic's going to be a watery, airy feel. Marine is going to be more your saltwater, salty sea breeze type of smell. It's going to involve saltiness. A little fruity. Not exactly the same. This is, like I said, there's similarities, but this is not a, not even close to a one-to-one with Versace Man Fresh. Damn, I like this. I like this a lot. I was hoping I would. This is one of the ones I was most excited to get. I've been waiting to find it at discounters, and FragranceNet had it. Because this isn't just everywhere. I like this. Damn, I like this. It's almost like a little bit of a green apple smell. But not, and when I say green apple and watery aquatic, some of you may be thinking Nautica Voyage. No, I don't think it smells like Nautica Voyage. This is much more airy, bright, and a little bit higher quality than something in the vein of a Nautica fragrance. This is pretty damn nice. Get your nose on this one. If you're looking for something in the vein of Versace Man Fresh, but more watery, it's got more. It's more believable, watery, and aquatic. Still has that clean, musky nature to it. Doesn't have the fresh, spicy edge, at least not on the paper, that Versace Man Fresh has. Has similar citrus, though. That's where it really comes closer. This is damn nice. I really like this one. This is definitely the best freshie so far in this video. Is Mercedes-Benz Select Day. So we might as well do the other Mercedes fragrance. Mercedes-Benz Sign. I don't remember the notes on this one. This is one I haven't really looked into. I just happened to say, screw it, let me give it a try while I was on the site. So here's the bottle. Pretty thick. One of those gimmicky push buttons at the top says Sign. Not a big fan of, because I mean, like, I can literally fit all 4 of my fingers to push the button down. So I think that's a bit of a gimmick. Have other bottles that are gimmicks. Invictus, Paco Rabanne Ultra Red. Man, it's usually Paco Rabanne now that I think about it. Let's see how easy this is to push with 2 fingers. Doesn't push worth a shit. Great. So I hate the atomizer. The actual distribution's nice. It's a soft pressurized spray, but pushing down the button's a pain in the ass. Kind of like the pain in the ass of the Mugler Amen bottles. Soft, spicy. It's not real heavy, warm spice. Kind of in the vein of 1 million, but doesn't smell exactly like 1 million. Like that sweet, spicy type of feel. In the vein of an Ultra Male, even. Afnan 9 p.m. But not exactly the same. I just can't tell exactly what. It's not too shabby. Like I said, hate the sprayer. Hate the atomizer choice. Super gimmicky. But the actual fragrance is really nice. And it's kind of funny to see the grill emblem, because that literally looks like a smaller version of the grill emblem for the cars. This is actually really nice. I haven't really heard anything about this one. I just happened to stumble across it. In the vein of Ultra Male and 1 million for sure. It's in the sweet, spicy side. If you don't like sweet fragrances like that, you won't like this. But if you do like that kind of stuff, this will be right down your alley. I'm curious about the notes. We'll look at another time. Like I said, I don't want to take too much time. I just want to do a brief first impressions on each. But this is definitely in the same vein of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male and Paco Rabanne's 1 million. It's getting a little bit more spice. It kind of smells like some cinnamon. So it's a similar path it's walking without being exactly the same. So more to come on this one. But again, I hate the atomizer. Mercedes-Benz Sign. How about we do the Rasasi fragrance? Nafaeis al Shaghaf. Shaghaf. I know it's changed to Shaghaf. This is the older style, has the full name, I believe. The older style bottle. So I've wanted to try this one. It has Similar gradient design to Invictus Aqua. I don't remember. I know it's got some florals going. There's not even any aquatic notes. I think there's lang-a-lang and rose and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I've heard it's a beast. I've heard it's really good. A little bit of metal filled with plastic. So, let's see what it's all about. Hawas is incredible, so I'm wanting to dive into Rasasi a bit more. Bottle's got a nice feel to it. Hear that pressure coming out. Ooh, great sprayer. I don't want to spray the mic down, but the atomizer is great on this. That's different. Definitely has some rose going here. It's a little sweet and powdery, but very fresh. A little bit of a Middle Eastern rose type of vibe. It smells kind of like a Turkish rose, though. It's very, very fresh rose. It does have kind of an aquatic vibe without necessarily, I don't think there's any like sea notes or watery notes or anything like that. It's got a breeziness to it, I think would be the better way to say it, more so than aquatic. It's got a breezy feel. This is kind of unique. I don't think I've smelled anything that smells like this before. I could see this being very polarizing. I see people either really loving this or really just can't stand it. Not necessarily hate, but can't stand the smell. I feel like there's no in between with this fragrance. Like, there's probably not a lot of people that just kind of like it. This is different. And look, this was like 39, 40 bucks, something like that, 40 some odd dollars. It's not real expensive. It's a little powdery, though. I like that about it. I think there's some tonka bean in here. I think that's what's giving that sweet powderiness. It's not as heavy floral. Like, the florals have kind of settled quickly. This is getting better and better. Because, look, they dry fast on the paper. Much, 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 much more rapid dry down and settling from the top into the heart and early dry down versus being on your skin. This is nice. I like this. So far, so good. So far, so good. The only ones that are a little strange are the two Isamiyaki fragrances, honestly. And I dig that about them. That's one of the reasons I've been wanting them, because they're different. This is different, too. This is one of the best scents so far in this video. I would say Mercedes-Benz Select Day, Afnan 9 p.m. and this. The top three so far. Yeah, this is really good. Moving on. Shaghaf from Rasasi. All right. Tester bottle. Rochas L'homme. So, you know, I'm a blue fragrance guy. I'm getting all these blue fragrances. And there's so many blue fragrances out there for me to explore. And this is one that has eluded me. I grabbed a tester, as you saw from the brown tester box. It says tester on the back. I dig the bottle. The bottle's freaking heavy. This is, if I threw this at your head, it would sure hurt. Not a metal cap, but has some weight to it. Kind of a strange cap, but hey. As long as it works, right? Let's see. Really good atomizer. Really good atomizer. See what we're working with here. I don't remember the notes on this one either. That reminds me of something very specific. There's a very specific fragrance this reminds me of. I can't pinpoint it. What the hell is that? It's airy, it's fresh, there's a little fruitiness here. There's some greens for sure. Not Dylan Blue. Not Bergamot. What the hell is this reminding me of? It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't pinpoint it. It's very familiar. It's very, very familiar. I'm going to have to look it up afterwards and see. Definitely a blue fragrance. Definitely damn good. Damn good. Let me comment on how it smells more so than trying to figure out what it smells like. It's a refined blue fragrance. Those do exist, people. Not everything's just sweet, aquatic, and playful. It's a little refined. There's a distinctive floral back tone here. Almost has like a violet smell to it. Could be wrong on that, but it kind of comes across like a little bit of violet. Has that... What the hell does it remind me of? It's driving me nuts. All right, I just have to. I know I wanted to make this video as quick as I could, but guys, I have to know what the hell. Aromatic, fresh, spicy, warm, spicy. Yeah, all of that for sure. But let's get to the notes. Blood orange, pineapple, cardamom, juniper berries. That with the geranium and the basil is what's making this familiarity. It's definitely got the gin smell. The juniper berries is heavy. A little fresh from the geranium, that minty smell. Basil and cardamom for that spicy green tone that I'm getting. Blood orange will definitely add some zest. Dolce & Gabbana K, that's what the hell I couldn't pinpoint. That's because it's very distinctive. It's the juniper and the geranium. That's what the hell it is. It was on the tip of my tongue. I'm like, damn it, I know what it reminds me of. I just couldn't pinpoint it. But look, this is better than Dolce & Gabbana K. There's more depth here. There's more going on. It definitely has that going for it. That juniper, minty, fresh geranium smell, for sure. But I think the fruitiness and the zest of that blood orange really changed this. And then that spicy green tone. This is a serious blue fragrance. This is one of the best blue fragrances I think I've ever smelled. This is great. I paid $30 for this. 30 bucks. This one came from eBay. This one wasn't from FragranceNet. 30 bucks. If it performs even 5-6 hours, man, this is going to be hard to beat. I'm really digging this. Rochas L'homme, this is legit. This fragrance is legit. This is my favorite fragrance in the video. Go figure, the bluest of the blue. Damn, this is good. This is really good, guys. The juniper's done just right. It's heavy, but it doesn't take away from the other notes. It doesn't take away from the fruits. It doesn't take away from the spice. Yeah, this is really good, guys. Really, really good. I like this a lot. Tonka bean, patchouli, oak moss in the base. Definitely get a little creaminess. Probably the patchouli. This is really good. I could stay on this one for a long time. We need to move on. We still got 3 more fragrances. But Rochas L'homme, guys, this stuff is legit. I love this fragrance. Let me get it to focus a little bit. Yeah, this stuff is great. All right, moving on to the newest Bentley Momentum flanker. Momentum Unbreakable. I believe this is an iris fragrance. If I remember correctly, there's some iris in here, and I think that's what excited me the most about it. But it's going to be pretty hard to top Rochas L'homme. It's kind of like that concrete feel to it, huh? I like the way the plate's done on here. Plate's done really well. And that matte black cap that holds really strong in place, and the atomizer's already lined up. That's always nice. Love when a plan comes together. So it's like a earthy herbal green smell. Oh, there's that iris though. It's more of an earthy tone than I expected. A little minty, very green, but a little aquatic too. But not, it doesn't come across really watery. It's fresh, but it's earthy too. and it's floral. The iris is almost coming off a little on the soapy side. It smells like violet leaf, iris, cement, and I couldn't even begin to tell you what else, but that's kind of the three notes that are jumping out in my mind while I smell this, because I know there's iris in here. I just don't remember the other stuff. But it's minty fresh, green, a little aquatic, but not really watery. That's why I'm thinking maybe violet leaf. It's a little different from what I anticipated it to smell like. And I don't say that in a disappointing manner. Like, I'm not disappointed in how it smells. It smells really good. It smells really good. It smells nothing like Momentum Unlimited, which is the other one in the line that I have. This is one of those everyday type of fragrances right here. This is an everyday scent profile. This can do a little bit of everything. I feel like it can dress up and down and work in every season. This could be somebody's signature scent, for sure. This is versatile. Pleasurable to smell, too. Pleasurable to smell. I definitely feel like my nose is getting a little bit fatigued, though. Probably time for some coffee. Smell a little bit of coffee. We'll do it while we're recording. Oh, yeah, my nose is definitely getting fatigued. We're 8 fragrances in. I made it to 8 fragrances. Oh, yeah, that's better. Look, it's not a magical cure, but it does help. I get the iris more now, for sure. It's a little powdery. I like this. This is, wow. I'm impressed by this. This was cheap, too. 30 some odd dollars. I didn't pay much for this either. Another great affordable pickup. So far, so good. This is a damn good haul right here. I'm impressed with several of these. There's nothing I don't like, except for the atomizer on Mercedes-Benz sign. But as far as scents and how things smell, it's all pretty good. This is very green. Minty green, fresh. A little aquatic, like I said. And not real woody, but I'm sure there's some kind of woodiness, vetiver, something like that in the backdrop. But this is fresher and greener than I anticipated. Not necessarily fresher, but greener than I anticipated. There's a little bit of an earthy tone, just a little bit. The iris is coming out more. This top note must be settling in. This is nice, guys. And this is around 30 bucks. If performance is even decent, this is a great pickup for a lot of people that want something inoffensive but doesn't smell like every single thing on the market. Not every other blue or green fragrance. This has... It doesn't smell like a deep scent. There's no real depth or heavy complexity to the scent. But it smells like a high character scent profile. Like, this is one that you can pridefully wear. You know you smell good. You know you don't smell cheap. You know it's put together, but it's not too serious. It's not playful and sweet. This is one of those types of scents. This is one of those scents you can, put your chest out when you wear it. This is a confidence-inspiring type of scent profile. I could have skipped all of that and just said it's a confidence-inspiring scent profile. But I want to make sure you guys catch my drift, Really like this. This is really good. Yeah, this is damn good. Bentley Momentum Unbreakable. All right, Ferrari Radiant Bergamot Tester. So I've been wanting to get these for a long time. So in the picture, it had a cap, and of course, it doesn't have a freaking cap. All right, Fragrance Net. I'm going to email you the link to this video, and I'm going to put a timestamp because I want y'all to hear me say this. Do not advertise the picture of a bottle with a cap on it if the damn fragrance doesn't come with a cap. I hate not having a cap. I hate, can't stress it enough, hate not having a cap. Because a lot of my fragrances will sit on the shelf for a long time before I reach back for them again because I have so many. While it's not the end of the world, but evaporation's a real thing once you start spraying these atomizers. And it leaked a little bit in the box. The box had some wet spots. But guys, do not advertise a picture with a cap on it. You're better than this if there's no cap. I've never bought a Ferrari Tester, so I didn't know they didn't come with caps because it was pictured. the bottle with a cap. So let's give it a few sprays. Rant over. Good atomizer. Better atomizer than my pure lavender bottle, which has the cap, but that was a full presentation. Ooh, zesty bergamot. Very juicy. It smells like Ferragamo Aqua Essenziale Colonia. Very similar. This smells juicier though. Juice color looks cool though. That bright, radiant green. It's a pretty color. Really is. It's a pretty smell too. Very fresh, zesty, juicy. Smells one-dimensional though. Doesn't smell like a deep fragrance. I mean, it's a 20-some-odd fragrance. It's a, cheap car fragrance. No, well, not cheap car fragrance. Cheap car brand fragrance. And when I say cheap, it's because it gets cheap at discounters. They're not cheap if you buy it from Ferrari. I'm sure they're like 80 to 100 bucks at retail. This is very pleasant. This is a super casual, laid-back, hot weather scent. I feel like Aqua Essenziale Colonia is a little bit deeper, even though it's not a deep, complex note breakdown, but a little bit deeper. I feel like if that's the fragrance you wear a polo shirt with, this is the similar, almost same scent profile that's a little more easygoing, and you wear this one with a t-shirt or a tank top. This is a laid-back, casual summer's day. And I like it. I don't like that it didn't come with a cap. But I do like the scent. I do like the scent. Been wanting to get this one. Still want to get Noble Fig. Still want to get Bright Neroli. I put off getting those forever. Now they're getting hard as hell to find. That's what happens when you procrastinate. I've been wanting to get these for years. Years and years and years. There was a time you get all 4 of them for 80 bucks. 100 ml full presentations. That's not the case anymore. Damn, this is really good. It's easy to just sit here and sniff on it and sniff on it. This is super casual. Super casual. Laid back. Easy going. Oh, yeah. Loving the smell on this one. I procrastinated forever, but it's a damn good fragrance. Ferrari Radiant Bergamot. Last but not least, the flanker to Jaguar Pace. This is Pace Accelerate. So Jaguar Pace, I haven't wore that one in a while. I did do a full review on it. I have a 60 ml of that fragrance. This is the 100 milliliter bottle. Definitely a cool looking bottle in my humblest of opinions. Yeah, it looks cool. Like that silver to blue gradients with the red and the Jaguar logo, red print for Accelerate. Definitely looks cool. Don't remember the notes on this one. The original is a soapy shower gel, peppery green type of smell. It's actually quite nice for cheap. And I'm hoping this follows suit. Atomizer. Very nice. I'm hoping this follows suit to the original. Because the original, like I said, very nice fragrance. This does not smell like the original. It's very, very airy. Does not have that shower gel appeal, that peppery shower gel smell of the original. This has a familiarity to it, but I can tell you right now, because it's a fresher fragrance, it's falling flat on the paper, kind of like Mercedes-Benz Select Day. When it comes to these test strips, the fresher notes can fall flat sometimes. That happens a lot, and I think that's what's going on here. Almost has a little bit of a gin and tonic water type of smell too, so there might be like some juniper in here. It's kind of a basic scent. Doesn't smell real captivating or anything like that. I mean, what the hell? It's the last scent. Spray it on skin because the test strip's just not doing enough justice here. And I hate to sit here and say it's a bland scent if it's the test strip making it a bland scent. So I don't want to unfairly shit on the fragrance if it's the paper doing it. You know what I mean? I want to be fair to the fragrance. Okay, much spicier. Much more airy spicy. This is different. It smells not completely different from the scent, but much more richness to the scent profile now that it's on skin. There's a little earthiness to it. I want to say this has geranium. There's something spicy about it. It's very airy. Not a really strong scent. This is pleasant. This is that work scent that if you got to be you're in a work environment where you can't have a really strong fragrance, but you want something just for yourself, for your own subconscious, that you know you smell good. When you get a whiff, you'll smell yourself. You know you're nice and clean, but it's not just a shower gel scent. This is that kind of fragrance. Let's pull up the notes real quick. I'm curious on this one. Aromatic, woody, fresh, spicy, warm, spicy, citrus, earthy, musky, white, floral. So no, I was right about the juniper, wrong about the geranium. Woody notes, cardamom, mandarin orange, bergamot, juniper berries, white pepper, nutmeg, jasmine, coriander, lily of the valley, vetiver, musk. The nutmeg and all of that good stuff. All these spices make sense. There's a radiant spice to it, a darker spice that kind of dries the scent profile out. The juniper berries give it a little bit of that gin hit. Like I said, I was getting a bit of a gin and tonic type of smell. So that's juniper berries. There you go. This dry spice, the pepper nutmeg combo. I know there's cardamom and coriander as well, but I think it's really this nutmeg pepper combo that's given the dominance to the spice that I'm getting. And it's a little earthy, so it's got to be this vetiver's earthy, because that's the only real earthy note I see. It's strange to see woody notes as a top note, but it makes sense. Like a lot of these notes, I don't get citrus. Very faint citrus smell, but it doesn't necessarily smell like mandarin orange or bergamot. It's just a very light juice to the citrus. Kind of got to look for it almost. This is different, and not bad different, but not really good different either. It kind of falls somewhere in between. This is a kind of a mediocre fragrance. You know, it's nothing special. It's not quite meh. It's a little bit better than that. Like if I would have sat here and gave ratings to all of these, which actually, let's do that. Quickly, we'll go through each one, give them a quick first impressions rating to finish this video off. So the first fragrance was Lomazur di Se from Isamiyaki. It definitely got even more interesting. It's very strong coming off of this paper. Obviously, the story is going to be told better on skin, but based on his first impressions for what I'm getting, I think this is better than good with a 6.5 out of 10. Like I said, nothing phenomenal yet. Subject to change, because this, again, is off of test strips. But I like it. They're different. Isamiyaki Lo Super Majeure di Se, the stronger flanker. This one's gotten much more smoky. This one's a 7 out of 10, whereas the other one was a half a point less. I think I like this one better. It's developing in a manner that I think I'm really, really going to dig, like a nice summer evening type of scent. I like this. Yeah, a 7 out of 10 for my initial impression. This stuff, 9 p.m., has not calmed down. It's still crazy strong coming off of this paper. This is like an 8 out of 10 in my initial impressions, because like it strikes me in a manner that the original that it's a clone of doesn't really do to me. Whereas I gave that a very good rating, I think the clone's better. I think it's a half a point better. I want to say I gave a 7.5 out of 10 in my review to Ultra Male. I think just on the first impressions, this is an 8 out of 10. It's nuclear, crazy powerful coming off of this paper. And it's so much more fruity and smooth than the original. So Afnan 9 p.m. so far, the hype is real on this one. Mercedes-Benz Select Day. One of the fragrances I was most excited to get out of all of these. Very, very watery. There's kind of a dry wood smell now that it's dried down, but it's still very watery. I really like this one, guys. Really, really like this one. I'm going to go, this is a safe rating for me because at the minimum, even after spending time with it on skin, I know at minimum it will be a 7 out of 10 fragrance because that's what it feels like to me right now. I really like it. It's everything I was hoping it would be. A more watery version, lighter, airier, watery take on Versace Mano Fresh. I dig this one. Yeah, I'm sticking with 7 out of 10 for select day. Mercedes-Benz sign. I'm tempted to deduct points for this garbage atomizer. But the scent's unique. It's changed since the initial smell. It's got a specific woody smell, and it's not just like a cedar or a sandalwood. There's something different. There's something not really awe-inspiring, but very intriguing about this scent, the way it's developing. I'm liking this one quite a bit. This is a 7.5 out of 10. Tempted to give it a damn 7 and deduct for that sprayer, but the scent alone, because it's a gimmicky sprayer, but the scent, this is very good. This is very good. At first, it reminded me in the vein of 1 Million and Ultra Male, but it started to change and come into its own. This is interesting. Rasasi Shaghaf. Wow. This is still super strong, like 9 p.m. was super strong. Not in the same level, like 9 p.m.'s strongest fragrance in this video, for sure. But this is like the second strongest fragrance. Go figure, both Middle Eastern companies. The two strongest fragrances. Very distinctive, jammy thickness to the scent now. It's changed a lot. It's got a much more of a Middle Eastern smell. Almost like an incensey feel. I don't remember the notes, but this is really nice too. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 for now. Could definitely improve once I spend some time with it on skin. But damn, this is... I don't know how much of a summer fragrance this actually is, because this is thick and dense now, and deep and rich. I don't know, but definitely a 7 out of 10 for right now. Rochas L'homme. Oh, yeah, I'm digging this one a lot. This is so good. This is an 8 out of 10. This is a great fragrance. With potential to climb even higher once I spend time with it on skin and do a full review. It's got potential to be even better than an 8 out of 10. I really like this. This is as do-it-all as it gets. This is super nice. Man's blue fragrance. Like, it's still modern. Still a modern blue fragrance, but I feel like there's enough of an appeal to the older vibe, the older style, to attract middle-aged guys too. Not just younger guys. I feel like this works across the board for a lot of people, for a lot of situations. My opinion, of course, but yeah, 8 out of 10. Bentley Momentum Unbreakable might be the most versatile fragrance here. More than these freshies, more than Rochas L'homme, the versatility is unparalleled for what's available to me of these 10 fragrances. I'm super impressed at how different, yet not crazy unique and mold breaking, but from everything else in this video, it's different enough. It's got a lot of character. This is a, like I said before, confidence-inspiring type of scent profile that can do everything. You can go to work, you can do whatever. It's kind of peeling up here at the top, but we'll see. We'll see if we can fix that. But damn it, I think this is a 7.5 out of 10. The versatility and all that is wonderful. It's what I love about it. The reason it's a half a point lower than Rochas L'homme is it didn't, like, holy shit, I love this, captivate me on the first sniff like Rochas L'homme. So that gets a half a point higher, but 7.5 out of 10 is still in my very good system. 7 and 7.5 is very good. This has the potential to climb higher too after I spend time with it, but this is a really nice green iris fragrance. Ferrari Radiant Bergamot. Like I said, just laid back. It's getting a little green spicy. It's changed a little bit, but it's still laid back, casual, and just easygoing. It's solid. It's better than good. It's not great or anything like that, but I really like it. It's a 6.5 out of 10. You know, better than good. Not on the level of some of these other fragrances, but this could be the one that gets sprayed the most in the video. You know, casual settings. You never know. But yeah, I'm going to stick with a 6.5 out of 10. Last but not least, Jaguar Pace Accelerator. This is the one I have on skin. I think this one's good. I don't think it's great. It's spicy but still airy at the same time. I think the juniper berries was needed in this fragrance, otherwise it would just be too dry and bland. But I don't think it's phenomenal. I do think it's good, bordering almost better than good, but I'm going to give this one a 5.5 out of 10, which is still good. 5 and 5.5 is classified in my rating system as a good fragrance. It's not a bad fragrance, it's not subpar, but it's not better than good. When you get into 6 and 6.5, that is my better than good ratings. So, yeah, 5.5 out of 10. Not bad. You could do a lot worse, but obviously you can do a lot better. So, solid. Just nothing remarkable here. Well, I know as much as I wanted that to not be a super long video, I know it's a super long video because it's 10 fragrances, but I appreciate all of you that watched the whole way through. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. What in this video have you tried, and what do you think about them? I'm definitely going to be doing some full reviews in the coming weeks and months on all of these fragrances. I bought all of these to review. I've started to do a lot more individual reviews as of late, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to get my hands on some more fragrances, kind of, revamp some newer stuff to the collection, revamp the collection. And so be on the lookout for all of that. Until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of these 10 and you give them a spray now, it's a possibility you might thank me later. Have a good one, guys.